This is ASS Breaking News.
Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar!
Good evening. I'm Brock Jurgensen, reporting live from ASS News. Assman Bin Licken is currently on assignment covering a waifu conference. Surely he'll find a girlfriend there. Joining us this evening, we are very excited to welcome back an Islamic cleric that we've had on before. Farzan, your face. Sheikh.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak to you too, Sheikh, your face. Is that Farzan, your face?
Yeah, it's Farzan your face.
Farzan, your face. Thank you, Farzan. Can I call you Farzan?
You can call me Farzan, you can call me face, you can call me your face.
Okay, Farzan, your face. Let's talk about Ramadan for a minute here, because it is obviously the holy month of Ramadan, and the Muslims all around the world are fasting, over 1 billion of them, and we want to know more about this. Of course, this is a news network dedicated to a certain body part. Can you tell us, how does Ramadan impact that?
Just so you know, and everybody watching know, I am not Sunni, I'm not Shia, I am Ramziya. Ramziya Muslim in Islam, we teach the way of rolling your tongue. We believe that Prophet Muhammad was a big proponent in eating ass. So this is one very important aspect of Islam.
And would you say that that is part of breaking the fast? Is it centered around that?
Yes. So we have in Sunni and Shia, they believe that you have to have date and the milk to break your fast. No, you have to eat ass and drink milk, but you have to be careful because sometimes it gets a little tricky when you're eating ass and eating dates at the same time, because you never know what's in your mouth at one point.
So is this something that you started, Sheikh? I mean, is this from your school of thought? I have not heard this anywhere.
My thought, no, of course not. I am not as powerful as the Almighty Allah. It's I could not come up with this by myself. It's,
no, sir. Sheikh, excuse me. I don't mean thought like a thought in your head. I mean like a thought, THOT, that hoe over there.
Oh, yes. So as you can see, we are also very into weeb culture. So we are very big on thoughts, weebs, eating ass, and fasting for Ramadan.
And how are you viewed within the Muslim community?
I have 49 fatwas on my head. They do not believe in this sect of Islam. I don't know why. I've been very vocal, and I've even recommended allowing their wives, their mothers, their sisters to come, so I can show them how it is when you have your ass eaten.
And what was the response?
Fatwas on my head.
Oh, that makes sense. So, are you currently in fear of your life right now?
Every day. I don't like to leave my house. I have Larry David on repeat. It's my favorite song. Fatwa, fatwa, fatwa. It's very funny. That's what I listen to. It keeps me sane. And then, of course, eating ass.
If you're home, I assume alone all day, whose ass are you eating?
My own. By the power of Allah, it's very, if you want, I can show you now. I'll get Candace and we'll tape it and I'll show you how it's done.
Candace who?
It's a built future that's made in America. And that's not hyperbole. It's about being made in America. A lot of that has to do with this. I just had a chance to see the work you do here
Are we expected to believe that this is all just some sort of random coincidence, or is there something else behind it?
Too bad it's time for lunch.
You have 30 seconds.
No, I mean, there's a clock that says 30 seconds, but I think my honest answer should...
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
What's going on, the BB's up, Siraj Hashmi?
I'm Mujahed Kobbe.
And we're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to another episode of Habibi Power Hour. How y'all doing? How you doing, Jay? It's been a minute.
It's been a while. I mean, you go off in Ramadan and then we don't see you for God knows how long. Taking off. How have you been? How have you been?
I'm good. Alhamdulillah. I'm good, sir. I'm good. You know, it's weird. It's weird to be offline. I am at peace. I have no idea what's going on, and in a sense, really, it's therapeutic.
No, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling that way. I fasted the first like 2 or 3 days in solidarity with you.
Right,
I think I did a good job. And now I'm making sure that I eat ass every morning for iftar.
Alhamdulillah.
Or sahur. Sorry, sahur.
I mean, you got to do it. You have to both start your fast and finish your fast by doing that. Yes. Basically. Right. Jay's muted right now for some reason. And his mic isn't connected. Why is he being a boomer at the moment? Let's go ahead and read some comments. Seriously, Jay, your mic is muted. I can't hear anything.
I know it's muted. My computer's whacking out right now. It did it again. It's going in.
Why is it doing that?
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on right now. It's just freaking out. So from time to time, my audio connection just goes out completely, and then it asks me to troubleshoot it. So I do, and then it works. But it's the weirdest thing.
Well, that's good. I'm glad I'm not the only boomer here.
Alhamdulillah. It's a Ramadan miracle.
It's a Ramadan miracle. So this is Habibi Power Hour coming to you live from Rumble. Mm-hmm. It is episode number 120. And you can find Jay and I on Twitter. Our Twitter handles are right where you see them, at Siraj Hashmi, at Aslicken. Go ahead and sign up to us on our locals. If you really like us, that is. If you don't, then, what's the point? But if you use the promo code JenRubin69, you get 1 month free. And you can go check out a bunch of cool content because we're family. And that is a bunch of raw and filtered thoughts that have sometimes absolutely zero to do with the news and almost always to do with eating ass. So
always. There's always going to be I think we're masters at making sure that eating ass or ass is somewhere in.
So that's our locals pitch. John Schmidt says, do you have a guest tonight, or are we stuck with these bums? No, we have a guest tonight. We have a guest tonight. It's Spencer. Spencer, welcome to the show.
Hey,
you're fired. Get the hell out of here. Hey, BB says, this new slimmed down, gainfully employed social media freak calm Siraj is throwing me. I feel like I can't tug on him. I'm slimmed down now. Actually, I will say this. I have tried a lot of different things to try to Sci-Fi says, Siraj, you lost weight. You need to eat some tabbouleh. Inshallah. Actually, Jay, you know what I did differently this time around?
For iftar or in life in general?
No, well, in life in general, is that I am actually prioritizing self-care. And by doing that is I got this sand that looks like an ass. This kinetic sand. Yeah, so I
Okay.
eat it every night and every day.
what
Basically,
is-
anytime. Huh?
What is kinetic sand? Like, what is it for?
Think of it as like adult Play-Doh.
So, okay, so like whenever you're feeling like what, overwhelmed or needing to relax or wanting to, because it kind of
Yeah.
looks like what we do after you eat my ass.
Yeah, it's usually it's to keep my
That's
hands
poo.
occupied.
That's poo from the butt.
That's poop. That's actually poop without any. This is poop, literally without any fiber.
That's
You know,
exactly what it is.
so yeah, it can get messy, but yeah, I mean that's what happens when you have poop in your hands.
Interesting. So,
Yeah.
is M fasting with you? Is she
No, she
in
doesn't
solidarity?
fast,
No. Does she
but
eat in
she
front
did
of you?
get.
Please tell me she eats in front of you at least.
I think so, but she also got me
Good.
this poop.
Good. That's the best thing that she needs to do is just like flaunt it right in front of you. Oh, is this okay? Oh, is this bad, Siraj? And then just start eating chips in front of you.
Well, you could tell I haven't picked my beard yet. I haven't picked any of my beard hair.
But it's uneven.
That's what playing with human excrement will do.
But it's still uneven.
Where?
You don't see it?
Well, yeah, obviously it's uneven. It's never even.
No, I'm just fucking with you, man. I was just getting you riled up. I feel like if I
All right,
kept
so
it, I felt like if I kept on doing it, I would have your anxiety come back and you start picking it.
Thank you.
Playing
Thank you.
it. I can't do it. I couldn't.
So what do you drink? What are you drinking tonight, Jay?
I'm drinking vodka tonight. It's a vodka watermelon drink that I mixed.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes.
So there's a lot that's been happening in the world.
Yeah.
And I don't know where to begin because I've been offline. I have been off the grid.
Right. And we missed the HPH last week. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
try and compact a bunch of stories into this segment, but also, get with the Habibis because they haven't
Yeah.
seen us in a couple of weeks. Well, in
Yeah.
1 week.
So this is our first episode in the month of April. It's hard to believe that the last time we did any show was
Last month.
last month. Been wild. And we haven't done the list. We haven't done the list this week.
Nope.
Basically,
Faye coming in. It's like, Siraj just used self-care unironically. I feel the dunks returning.
yeah.
I told you, Faye,
that's
you're
for
just
sure.
going to have to give it just a little bit. That's all you have to give it. Just a little bit, and it comes right back.
So, Jay, we're gonna have to do a little role reversal. I mean, we love role playing.
Absolutely.
For one, Jay, you love to carry. Your back gets very stressed and strained from carrying me after I blow your back out. Now,
Well,
it only makes sense that you also take the lead and tell me what the hell has been happening over these last couple of weeks, because I don't know.
and it's also very nice because it's a way of me saying thanks for blowing me out.
Mm-hmm.
So when you blow, and when we say blow out, Habibis, we mean he plays my asshole like a flute, the same flute that you see in Zelda. He does it really well. Same kind of sound. It's amazing. Do you guys
Usually
want to see?
this is what comes out as a result.
Exactly. I mean, I never feel as clean as when that happens. It is absolutely fantastic. So this episode is a little bit weird because we're trying to see what's going to get us kicked off of Rumble, and apparently nothing yet. So let's find out.
Jay, I think we have to literally take off our pants in order for that to happen.
I think you're right. I do. But
I mean, you're gonna have to lead on everything. I'm gonna have to basically be you, but like a very, very tame version of you, which basically means I'm gonna be me.
Especially because you need to be spiritual in the month of Ramadan. Like you have to control your anger. You have to make sure you're living in the example of Muhammad. And as the Ramziyas would say, you eat ass in iftar. So the first story that I would like to bring up, because it's me and I would love to bring this story up, is that there are less than 10,000 people are using CNN Plus on a daily basis, 2 weeks into its existence. Sources tell CNBC casting doubt on the future of the app following the combination of Discovery and Warner Media. And what's really amazing about this is that 2 weeks ago, before we went on hiatus, we actually did a segment, cold open, on this.
That nobody
on this
understood.
very thing. No, nobody got like what we were talking about. Well, especially because half of our viewers were like, "What the fuck is CNN Plus?" So for the Habibis who don't know, CNN Plus is the streaming service that CNN thought was a fucking ingenious idea when they barely have anybody watching it for free. They thought people were actually going to pay to sub to it. And with some of the payouts that are rumored for the talent that they brought on for the CNN Plus, like 10,000 people is not going to cut it. I don't even think this pays Chris Wallace's salary.
No, it can't. There's no way. I don't even think it pays Brian Stelter's salary.
I still can't believe that guy gets paid as much he gets. Like, I can't believe it. Like, why would you pay somebody like that actual dollars?
I don't know, man.
It makes zero sense.
I honestly don't know.
It's so weird. And then we have another. So these two stories really get my heart on going. Like,
they get your peanut. They get your staff at full mast.
It gets me flowing. I love this shit. I love it. Like, if I had a story,
it gets your jeans. It gets your jeans creamed.
Oh, absolutely. Like, for me, any story about mainstream media or corporate medias like CNN, like Fox, like MSNBC, ABC, any one of them like failing or we're going to see layoffs or something happen, I get a hard on. Like, I don't like it. Like, of course, it sucks when people lose their jobs and all that kind of stuff, but not for journalists and medias. Like, not at all. And Dreamy Bongos, that's true, because if I didn't shoot blanks, your mom would have given birth to like your brothers and sisters by now.
Wow, that's no way to speak to your son.
That bastard's not my son. So, and Axios comes on and says big cuts are coming for CNN Plus after slow start. And what's really funny about this is that 2 weeks ago there was a Fox reporter that came out on
of the closet.
No, not out of the closet. He came. He had a story stating that there's going to be mass layoffs come May, and people were casting doubts on it because it was only like 4 days after the launch of CNN Plus that he was already saying that this is what's happening and all that stuff. Because the lead up to CNN Plus, they had to have spent millions and millions of dollars on advertising, millions and millions of dollars of getting talent over there and contracts signed and all of this stuff just for it to do absolute dog shit on opening day. Absolute dog shit. Like, they were even.
Yeah, I love how that tweet came out literally like a day, like 24 hours after CNN Plus launched.
Oh yeah, it was actually 24 hours after CNN after it launched. And I think a lot of media reporters will get it wrong because they think of it as like a normal TV show or something like that. Like, it's totally okay if it starts out really rough, but that's not it. They don't have anything else that is like a safety net for it. If CNN Plus subscribers don't hit the matrix that it's supposed to hit, CNN Plus is a failure and it's going to fail. CNN itself is not going to burn as much money as it's going to do to waste for this failing thing. It's going to fail. It's going to be horrible. And we're going to see a sack of potatoes on the middle of the street in Georgia. And it's going to be fucking amazing.
Wait,
and I hope Brian Stelter will be the first one.
I thought Stelter's in New York.
I don't fucking know. I don't care. He can be on the street in New York or in Georgia. I thought he's not in the HQ.
I don't believe so. They've actually moved almost all of their production to New York, despite the fact that their worldwide headquarters is in Atlanta. It's weird. It's a weird setup. I don't know. Yeah.
Now, is it because
I'm actually I know this much about CNN because there was a time in my career where there was a pretty good chance I was going to work for them.
for CNN?
Yeah, before we all understood how terrible they were, how dog shit they become, how dishonest they've become, and basically the types of shills that they've become for, and always have been really for the Democratic Party.
No, they have been,
So
but it's been really, really obvious the last 4 to 6 years on how far they lean. And when you have people like Brian Stelter and Oliver Darcy on your talent roster, it's just easier and easier to see that your whole fucking company is full of shit. The whole thing, like, they're supposed to be media reporters, and they didn't report on the biggest story, which was on the media's biggest story, which was the Hunter Biden laptop and how wrong they got it. They didn't report on the Russia collusion narrative being complete farce, and how, like, Hillary Clinton, paid for the Steele dossier, and they're not.
I'm sorry, hold on.
And they're barely even reporting on
get
Durham.
over I can't get over this. Prison Mitch, Middle East terror expert Siraj Hashmi.
That would be absolutely fucking amazing if that happened.
Well, what's so great about all of this is that, like, and what's also weird, Jay, is that when I was at the Examiner, almost everyone was leaving the Examiner for CNN at the time. This is like 2017, 2018, even 2019. Everything pre-COVID, when I was at the Examiner, it was wild because it's almost like they were libs working for a conservative news publication, or they were conservatives willing to sell out to CNN
for a paycheck. Like Caitlin, what's her name? Caitlin something. She was on Right Wing. Was she on with
Caitlin Collins? She was a Daily Caller.
Daily Caller. And then Oliver Darcy was also not Daily Caller, but Blaze TV.
He was the Blaze. Yeah, he's the Blaze.
And it was literally like fucking 6 months before he joined CNN. He was talking about how CNN was completely full of shit.
Yeah.
It was like almost 6 months. You could go and see his old tweets on that. And it's really funny what a paycheck can do. And honestly,
everyone has a price.
Everyone has a price, depending on how much they get paid.
I mean, I would be the Middle East terror expert, Siraj Hashmi. But you know what's wild, Jay, is that ever since I got into the foray of news and journalism, that whole little radical Islamic terrorism problem seemed to have dried right up. It's like they never wanted to, they specifically, it's like a Jay, if I had a tinfoil hat, I'd say that the terrorists specifically tried to go out of business so that I would never get employed.
I know. It's like you see the two towers hit, and then you're like, oh, I got to be a journalist, and this is my time. I'm going to get so much TV time and everything. And now, just a bit insult to injury, they parody terrorists. Like The Onion parodies terrorists. Babylon Bee parodies terrorists. It's like you're a joke.
Yeah, Brooklyn, 50-year-old plus men from Brooklyn getting on the subway parodying terrorists.
But there's one story that was really good. That this was at the disinformation. I don't know if you knew about this. The Atlantic,
I heard
they did a
this
conference, and they called it disinformation and the erosion of democracy. And they never talked. They only talked about conservative outlets and shit. They never talked about themselves. They never talked about what they did wrong or nothing. And then there's a group of kids.
It's all about what other people did wrong.
Right. And there's a group of college kids that run a paper. I think it's called the Chicago something. I forget what it is, but this is one of the kids.
Honestly, Chicago something sounds better than
whatever it's called. But
whatever, than like than CNN.
Oh, for sure. And this is a question he said directly to Brian Stelter.
Hi, thank you for coming. My name is Christopher Phillips. I'm a first year at the college. My question is for Mr. Stelter. You've all spoken extensively about Fox News being a purveyor of disinformation, but CNN is right up there with them. They pushed the Russian collusion hoax. They pushed the Jussie Smollett hoax. They smeared Justice Kavanaugh as a rapist, and they also smeared Nick Sandmann as a white supremacist. And yes, they dismissed the Hunter Biden laptop affair as pure Russian disinformation. With mainstream corporate journalists becoming little more than apologists and cheerleaders for the regime, is it time to finally declare that the canon of journalistic ethics is dead or no longer operative? All the mistakes of the mainstream media, and CNN in particular, seem to magically all go in one direction. Are we expected to believe that this is all just some sort of random coincidence, or is there something else behind it?
It's too bad. It's time for lunch.
Yeah, what a fat fuck.
There's a fucking. But I think my honest answer to you, and I'll come over and talk in more detail after this, is that I think you're describing a different channel than the one that I watch. But I understand that is a popular right-wing narrative about CNN. I think it's important when we talk about shared reality and democracy. All these networks, all these news outlets have to defend democracy. And when they screw up, admit it. But when Benjamin Hall, the Fox correspondent, was wounded in Ukraine, the news crews at CNN and the New York Times stopped what they were doing, and they tried to help. They tried to help him get out of the country. They tried to find the dead crew members. That's what news outlets do. That's how they actually do work together, to your question about sharing those kinds of connections and trust. We don't talk about it enough, though. We don't share that reality about how that happens. And with regards to the regime, I think you mean the President Biden. The last time I spoke with a Biden aide, we yelled at each other.
You mean President Biden?
News business that people don't see, that people don't hear. They imagine that it's a situation that simply is not. But I think your question, it speaks to the failure of journalism to show our work and show the reality of how our profession operates. We have a lot of work to do, I think.
I was pretty. Oh, actually, one of my last tweets before I went on my Ramadan hiatus was specifically dunking on Brian Stelter. Do we have that?
He's got no shame whatsoever. Let me check. Let me see if I can find it.
Let's see it. Let's see if you grab it. It should be under like tweets and replies on my profile. It's absolutely insane. And this happened after my Ramadan, after I imposed the Ramadan hiatus. I'm trying to like not get mad at anything, just because like if I do, I'm obviously. Can you not get in, Jay? I'm looking at it.
I can't. The reason why I can't get in is because I can't sign into my Twitter account on.
Oh my God, Jay. Do I have to do everything on here?
Yes, you do.
All right, then I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Habibi.
While I'm carrying you on my back.
Yes, please do. While you're carrying me on your back.
But
you actually have done a ton of carrying on my back. And I said I wouldn't even go on here yet. Here I am on Twitter.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Here we go. So, back on April 1st. Brian Stelter sent out the tweet. Jen Yazuki is expected to remain as the press secretary through the White House Correspondents Association's annual dinner. It's first in 3 years on April 30th, per source. This is after responding to Jem Acosta, who tweeted out, Jen Psaki plans to depart White House for MSNBC in coming weeks because apparently getting paid to lie for President Biden doesn't pay nearly enough when you work in the public sector as opposed to the private. I was one of a few people, I don't know who this Eric Nelson person is, but we got a good ratio going. Look at that.
No, it's a good one. It's really good.
So Brian Stelter tweeted this back out in
2019.
August 2019. He tweeted, "I wrote this about Spicer and ABC last night. Now it applies to Sanders and Fox too. How should ex-White House officials be treated when they spend months misleading the public, then seek positions of fame or privilege?" To which
I know, it's amazing.
Any update on this, Brian, or are you going to have to hand over that phone? So I kept it lighthearted.
You did. I would have gone even harder and probably.
I know you would, and there's a good chance that you probably would get all of us banned.
Probably, especially. I mean, it's getting there with me taking control of the list account, but it's just going to show this guy is such a fucking coward and how well that question was asked by that kid to his face. You see it right here. Jen Psaki has lied as much as Spencer or Spicer, as much as
No, Spencer.
McAnus.
Spencer, our producer, who should absolutely be fired.
Absolutely, for all the lies he's done.
Absolute liar, a fraud.
But she also lies as obvious as Spicer did, as obvious as McAnal did, but she doesn't get the same pushback. And she doesn't get the same fucking snarky comments from the media like you get from Brian
and the
Stelter.
one that she does, and the snarky comments she gets from like Peter Doocy, the response to that is, "Oh, we're gonna beat the shit out of Peter Doocy." Like
exactly, it's amazing. What? It's so good. And then you have Jim Acosta whining, and then everybody goes and like tries to protect Jim Acosta and everything, and then
poor baby.
They attack Peter, and everybody's like, "Yeah, fuck you, Peter. We're gonna come kick your ass. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Yeah, we all protect each other. We're all like he just said, like all these journalists, they work together, protecting each other, and all this kind of bullshit, fucking lies." And he says it, and I honestly think he believes himself. Like he has that much shit in himself that he actually believes that. It's so garbage. He is so garbage. CNN is so garbage. And CNN, I swear to God, I'm telling you right now, if CNN gets rid of people like fucking Brian Stelter and gets rid of Oliver Darcy, they're already 60 times better than what they were before.
69 times better.
69 times better. They get rid of those two fucking pieces of garbage.
Essentially 100% better than they were before.
Absolutely. They just need to have you and me on there listing blue checks and then going against all of the media at the same time and going hard against them. Like we have coffee with Jake Tapper, and then we're like dunking the fuck out of him and saying that he's a piece of shit while employed with CNN. Like that's what you need to be when you're a media reporter.
Justin says Stelter is great. Not sure why the hate. Well, first of all, Justin, that was a great rhyme. But secondly, this has to be a troll. There's no way.
Absolutely, it's a troll. And if it's but we should ban him just in case.
Yeah, I think we should ban him. Can someone please get on that? Get ban Justin. I hope he has more than one show on CNN Plus. Okay,
so good. Yes,
so,
you can.
I wasn't sure if someone was going to ban him or not, but
don't ban him. That's a good one.
Don't ban him just yet.
That is great. And also, while you're away, Siraj, inflation.
Oh shit! What happened?
Did
I lose money or something?
Putin continues to increase. I mean, Putin is continually devaluing the dollar. So,
is that why the Brooklyn shooter didn't actually kill anyone? It's because inflation went up. Like the cost of actually killing someone is actually higher. So he's just like, I'll just injure them.
Nobody died. He just injured them.
Yeah.
So, inflation has gone up 8.5%. The biggest spike.
Put that into
December.
Like terms of like an idiot like myself.
All right. So what that means is, let's say you had $1.
Okay, I don't.
In
go
2019,
ahead.
And that $1 could buy you a can of Coke.
Okay.
Okay. So today that same dollar can only buy you 92% of the 100% of Coke you could have bought a year ago.
Okay. So what you're saying is the 20 I gave your mom
is not enough for an eighth anymore.
Damn it. Terrible.
That is what I'm saying.
I hate Jay. Can I just state for the record? I hate that that your mom is like an absolute saint and just the loveliest woman as part of the Habibis, because I can never say your mom a joke. I can never do it.
No, you can. It's fine.
No, I don't. I can't do that to Mary.
No, you're all right. It's okay.
So I'll do it to Damien's mom.
That's fine.
Okay.
So over here, this is the chart that's showcasing.
Ramadan Mubarak, Mary.
That's very kind of you, Mom. That's very kind. But you should still charge him the correct amount for the full eighth. My mom is a cocaine dealer, everybody. So, as you can see here, the inflation to the wage change is not keeping up. So if you're getting a 5% raise this year in 2022, you're actually losing money. You're losing money. You need at least a 10% raise. And what's really insane about this is that not all companies are going to be able to afford to do that. Not all positions or corporations and stuff like that are going to be able to afford to do that for people. Small businesses are not going to be able to do that. Restaurants are not going to be able to do that, especially after the shit that they went through over the lockdowns as well. And they don't get this. Democrats, leftists and stuff, they don't understand what it is to run businesses, what it is behind the scenes, what it is on any of this stuff. They think that just because people get profits or is profiting and stuff, that means that money is laying around for them to 100% give it to every single fucking employee that they have.
Essentially.
Some corporations, yes, they are completely undercutting some of their employees for sure, but it's not the vast majority like they like to make it out to be. And people are paying raw materials in producing anything and everything has gone up tremendously from the beginning of the year to this year. Not to mention from last year to this year. The cost of living, the cost of milk, the cost of gas at the pump, the cost of produce, the cost to make dinner.
The worst part about it is the cost of Mommy Milky.
Mommy Milky has gone up 37%.
It's terrible.
37%.
There is no reason Mommy Milky should be this expensive.
You used to you were able to go out and make it rain with dollar bills at a strip club. Now, if you go in with anything less than $10 bills, they throw you out.
Dude, if you go with anything less than $100 bills, they throw you out.
That depends on where you're going.
Mary's adopted me. Yes. Speaking of adoption, congratulations to Stacy Habibti. Stacy Habibti. The adoption went through. Congratulations to you.
So Stacy is a Habibi and a Habibi from day one. A Habibti from day one. She has 2 adopted children now. She had one, and then there was another one that was going through, and it finally went through. It's a Ramadan miracle, and unfortunately, she is going through some health issues as well. Even though she's able to adopt a couple of kids, which is great for her. But she's also on a waiting list for a new heart. And hopefully we are hoping
she actually has a GoFundMe. I actually broke my Twitter fast to tweet out her fundraiser.
Yes. And you guys, anyone who can, if you can,
we're gonna
check it out.
We're gonna put a link in the description of this video. Momentarily whenever I get a second, because multitasking has not really been my forte, Jay.
Right. And it's not like it's something, so detrimental like needing heart surgery or something. So it's fine.
Right. Yeah. Multitask. I can't multitask at all because obviously that obviously supersedes anything. Like if someone's dying, I can't. There's nothing I can do because I can't multitask. So, but we included a link in the live chat.
Yeah.
We got you, Stacy. Love you, Stacy.
I really am just an awful human being.
And now also there's speaking about Habibis, there's another Habibi that couldn't make it on tonight. So I need a new banner up here saying we are shitting on Carl for 12 minutes. So Spencer, please put that banner up of us going to shit on Carl for 12 minutes for not making it. So the reason why Carl can't be here today is because he's doing some nerdy shit like building Legos.
He's building Legos while I'm fasting for Ramadan and playing with sand poop.
Yep, he got like 3, and this guy spends thousands of dollars a month on Legos, and then he complains that he doesn't have a girlfriend.
What?
It's insane to me that works. I mean, you could be using that money to be making yourself better, investing in stuff. You know, maybe pay for a gym membership. Do things that improve your life. But instead,
buy a waifu pillow.
Yeah, a waifu pillow at least.
A waifu pillow at least. Carl, if you had a waifu pillow, you'd be with someone. Okay.
Exactly. And the thing is like if you actually look, we know that it's never going to happen, but if maybe it's a blind woman or something that he's able to bring back to the apartment.
I bet the waifu he even got. Is blind.
Probably, but if he even was able to get a blind person to date him and brought him back, it is safer for him to have a waifu pillow than Legos laying around for her to step on. Because we know that could happen. And hell, even if they're not blind, I bet you $1,000 that they would rather see a waifu pillow than Legos everywhere. And I'm not talking about just like 1 or 2 Lego sets. That's like, oh, look, that's the Batmobile, or, you know, there's the 2 towers like I have over here. But it's like everywhere. There's a shit ton of it everywhere. It's borderline creepy. It
really is.
Yeah, honestly, I think he's the Zodiac killer.
Yeah. I think if given the opportunity, I think Carl would have. Given the opportunity, I think Carl would have sex with this clay poop.
Right, I think he would too. And honestly, I'm sorry, he couldn't be the Zodiac killer because he's uglier than Ted Cruz.
I don't think he could be the Zodiac killer because he'd be too busy building Legos and not planning his murders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough of us shitting on Carl
and having sex with clay poop
and Legos.
Yeah. So there you go. Shitting on Carl for 12 minutes. That was 12 minutes, right, Jay?
That's what you get, bitch.
Habibti Stacy has popped into the chat. Welcome back, Stacy. We got you. We've been praying for you, and if you can, anyone who's watching, please do what you can. Any and all help is appreciated for Stacy.
Absolutely.
And if I could, I'd give you my own heart, as some of the Habibis have already said, that I can sacrifice myself because I'm O negative. So whenever you need that, I'll come through, and we'll make it happen. Inshallah. So Jay, real quick. Frostbite says Jay has the Twin Tower Lego set, so he can knock them down and rebuild every week. All right, so Jay, when it comes to the Brooklyn shooting, and well, first of all, that's the biggest story that's been happening. Do we actually know what the hell happened there?
So we don't know much about. Well,
Of course, we know it thanks to reporters like Andy Nagaro, and not actual other reporters, because they're trying to memory hold this the same way they did the parade massacre. The guy who drove in through the parade, like, there's a tweet that somebody tweeted out, which was really great. It was the face of Kyle Rittenhouse and the face of the parade massacre guy that ran over and actually killed people. And he tweeted it, and he's like, "Can you name these two people? Can you name the person who did the parade massacre? If you saw his face, would you be able to name him?"
Are you talking to me, or are you talking to like?
I'm talking to you. No, I'm talking to you. Yeah,
Bro, I don't know, dude. I have no idea what I can't name anyone right now. Are you talking about like?
You wouldn't be able to.
What parade?
Even you to even having you say what parade, the guy took his car, SUV, and plowed through a Christmas parade.
Oh! You're talking about Waukesha?
Yes. So this is the tweet he tweeted out, and it's absolutely 100% true.
Essentially,
Can you name the other guy? Can you name him? You can't.
I actually can't. Yeah.
And half of the people are not going to be able to name this guy who went on this murder spree. That a lot of blue checks were like, "Oh, they're saying this isn't classic terrorism. That means he must be white." And turns out this guy's black and as crazy as fucking Joy Reid. Because if you go through his Facebook feed, and again, the only people who report on it are Andy Nagaro. He's the only one who reports on it. But
I'm sorry. Every time you say Andy Nagaro, I'm just like.
But
I love it.
Like Kyle Rittenhouse, his whole fucking social media, his high school, his yearbook, his everything was like completely reported on and investigated by reporters. And it was the same thing with the Kavanaugh kids. Not Kavanaugh. I'm sorry, the Covington kids. The same thing.
Catholic,
and these two people, they won't do it. They'll allow it for Andy Nagaro to go and do it, and then they'll be like, "Oh, but he's a crazy reporter. He's a crazy guy. He's a crazy white supremacist, right-wing Asian dude," as they always do when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah, and didn't I saw something trending about how Andy Nagaro, some guy tried to tell off Andy Nagaro, say he was a garbage person, and it ended up being that dude was like talking to some random Asian dude at a bar.
Yes, that's what it was, because Andy Nagaro wasn't even in the country, and I think he gave some other reporter like definite proof that it wasn't him and he wasn't there.
Yeah,
and the guy,
it was Thor Benson. Thank you.
Yes, Thor Benson, and he couldn't.
Benson.
He was trying to say that Nagaro's a racist and all that kind of stuff, and he couldn't even differentiate between the two Asians. And it's not like when I go to an EDM concert with Pam that I sometimes lose her in a sea of all these Asian people. Literally. It's only happened like a couple of times where we were out and I was following this random Asian chick for like 15 minutes who wasn't Pam. And she looks and she's like, "Why are you following me?" I'm like, "Holy fuck, I'm sorry."
Yeah, crazy. So the fact that
fucking hilarious.
How dare Thoro Benson completely mistake who Andy Nagaro is?
He's just another white racist.
I know. How dare they mess that up? How dare Thoro Benson mess up spotting Andy Nagaro?
And it's not like they were at an EDM concert.
Right.
At least
on the
I
West
got an
Coast
excuse.
Of all places.
At least I got an excuse.
Amazing.
But again,
that's amazing.
So this man,
which one?
The Brooklyn shooter. So what he did was he
went Thoro Benson?
No, not Thoro Benson.
Wait, Thoro Benson is the guy who shot everyone in the Brooklyn subway?
No, I know you would think that, but I know the guy kind of looks like him, but it's not him. They look
exactly alike, right?
His name was Frank James. So everywhere else,
By the way, Jay, never trust anyone with two first names like Jay and Kobe.
Jay Kobe. But Kobe's not a first name. Kobe is a last name.
Kobe's a first name. What are you talking about?
No.
Kobe Bryant?
Kobe. Who's Kobe Bryant?
Who's Candace?
So his name is Frank James.
Frank James. Okay.
Frank James.
So Frank James. And is he at all related to Raymond James?
Rick James.
Rick James. Okay.
He's related to Rick James. So you have like the AP and the Washington Post, New York Times. All of these places aren't like they don't have his name on the headlines. They don't say who he is or anything.
Why?
It's the way they are. It's just the way they are. And he shot 10 people in the metro, injuring I think all 10 of them. Because I think if you get shot, you're kind of injured.
Well, Jay, what if it's just a flesh wound? Be injured then?
It's just a flesh.
I gotta watch since no one died, Jay. Since no one died, it's just gonna get memory hold, right? Or are we just gonna talk about guns all you know?
Oh, that's
gonna
exactly
talk about
what
stricter
they're gonna
gun
talk
laws.
About. That's what they're going to talk about. They're going to completely ignore his Facebook posts and his rants that sound exactly like fucking Joy Reid.
Hold on,
race,
Jay.
Women,
Hold on. Remember all those stories that you hear from libs where they're like, imagine if the shooter had been black, then all the conservative Republicans would be calling for gun control.
Right.
Jay, has there been a single conservative Republican calling for gun control, knowing that the shooter in New York is black?
Nope. It has only been Dems. Democrats, and they're using this to push it even harder. And like I said, they're going to ignore the radicalization of this guy. If the guy was white and he was spewing shit about race and all this kind of stuff, they would call it white supremacist terrorism.
Do we know why he shot? Do we know why he went into a subway and shot a bunch of people?
We don't yet. But we still have his views and his rants that were through Facebook, and we'll hopefully soon understand and learn what it was. But the guy is a crazy dude. At the end of the day,
Jay, are we gonna find out that the people who are injured, are they gonna add them to the injury list from 9/11 2001? Remember in 2021 after January 6th, you then had in April, a year ago, you had that dude from the Nation of Islam ram his car into the Capitol, and I think he stabbed and killed one or two Capitol police officers, or at least killed one and wounded the other. And Nancy Pelosi, on the 1-year anniversary of January 6th, included the cop who was killed in April on the list of deaths of people who died on January 6th.
Oh yeah, I know. And half that list was absolute, the list was garbage. It was a garbage list, and the way that they were trying to over exaggerate January 6th. Jan 6 is, you don't have to over exaggerate it for it to be bad. You don't have to.
Well, it's just like what they're doing with Putin right now, Jay. Stupid. It's like we all know Putin's not we all know he's a bad guy, but they're almost turning it into almost making it like a fucking parody. They're going over the top by saying it's just you already had this on Putin's an evil guy, that he instigated this war in Ukraine. Then they go to just because we're not vehemently denouncing him as much as the libs are, we're somehow now considered pro-Russian. Is that how it works?
No, but it's fine to continuously condemn him, but it's an out for them. So, for instance, if you don't agree that it's a Putin price hike, then you're for Putin. If you don't
there's
agree that
that,
Putin
and
is
then
the
there's
reason
also the
for all of
aspect
this,
of there's also that, and then there's the like every single thing that happens when it comes to like any news story. If you don't go along with the exact same narrative, and even just like question it, all of a sudden you're a Putin stooge. That's just like the mindset of the corporate media and many of its advocates on within like the center left like cult that were I mean, I don't even know if it's I don't even call it a cult at this point, but like there are a bunch of people fucking brainwashed by corporate media who just have no idea what the hell they're talking about. And I say this as a guy who's playing with clay poop.
as you play with clay poop. No, but you're right. It's their go-to on everything when it comes to some of this stuff. They'll just go ahead and say, if you're not with us, you're against us. If you're not for gun control, you want children to die. If you're not for teachers being able to sexualize students and tell them that they can chop off their dicks if they want to, then that means you're against all gay people. If you're not for universal healthcare, you want everyone to die on the street. That's the tactic that they use, and it's just parroting the fucking political party. And like what that kid said, that's what journalism is now on whatever side it's on. It's just them parroting the regime or parroting their side or their politics or whatever. That's what it is. You can't get
Maddie
the truth
Heinrichsen
anymore. You're not getting
Maddie
it.
Maddie Heinrichsen says the liberal media omitted the race of the subway shooter. They keep putting people in danger by stoking division for ratings, and it's not working for them. And people are realizing it. So the CNN Plus story is such a big one. And you know, also why it's such also such a big story. We obviously include this in our the title of our episode. But Elon Musk buying what would arguably be the largest stake in Twitter. It's surprising, honestly, Jay, that Elon Musk would buy any amount of Twitter that doesn't equate to 69% or 420% of it.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's a big deal, obviously, because he got Grimes suspended. Imagine buying as much as he did of Twitter to get your ex suspended. That's petty.
That is
him, really.
That is petty. No, it really is. And he was going to be on the board, and then they were like, oh, welcoming him to the board and everything. And apparently when they're doing that, then you max out like how much stake you can have in the company.
Is that why he didn't join the board?
So, and he didn't join this is all speculation at this point. So he might just not have joined the board just so he can sell it again after because the thing is, somebody like Elon Musk doing something like this is going to cause disruption in the stocks, and it might raise it or lower it, and he can do what he wants. But I think we could be seeing a hostile takeover. Now, what would be really amazing is if he joined back up with Peter Thiel. Wasn't Peter Thiel like one of the first investors in PayPal?
Yeah, he and Elon Musk did that, I think, together.
Did they? So he's like the co-founder of it, or was he?
He's one of that. He's part of that. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So that's what it is. PayPal Mafia. That's
PayPal
right.
Mafia. Thank you, TV Pablo.
And that would be cool if that's what happened. Like they teamed up and then they did a hostile takeover of Twitter instead of like Peter talking about wanting to create his own social media platform. He just takes over Twitter, fires everybody that's in there, and then just go on from it and himself.
Wasn't there going to be like a massive walkout too from Twitter? People were going to quit.
There were just, the same little fucking pieces of shit that were coddled all their lives thinking that they're special, that they actually have the moral authority to dictate what can be said and what can't be said on fucking Twitter or social media and shit.
Right.
I honestly think that a lot of these people, they have serious issues that need bullying. Like, we need bullies to go into Silicon Valley and bully the shit out of these fucking people. Like every other day,
that got bullied, Jay.
Stuff them in lockers and shit. Get their shit together.
Look, Jay,
get their mindset right.
I was bullied a ton growing up, and it's almost like all the bullies, all the people who got bullied growing up, specifically tried to take over every aspect of like big tech and mainstream media and politics, and basically wage a jihad on all of the people that bullied them in middle school and high school. Is that close to it?
That sounds like it. It sounds pretty accurate to me.
I mean, I know it's probably not like the most profound thing I've ever said, but you have to remember here, I've been fasting all day and my brain.
And when have you?
What?
And when have you?
When have I what?
Ever said anything profound?
That is a good point as well. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that.
I'm here. That's why I'm carrying you. I'm here.
Yeah. Hakirat says Pakistani accent. Okay, sir. I give you Pakistani accent. And Habibi says, Siraj, I was bullied as a child, and now how successfully I turned out to be. And look how successfully I turned out to be. So it is. Why you do this to me, Faye?
Yeah, you've turned into.
I have turned it into an art form, sir. I get bullied day in, day out.
Every single day.
I literally get bullied even when somebody notices when I lose weight.
Right.
Nate Bibi can't believe it. He is utterly astonished, sir, that I lost weight.
It's insane. Have you lost weight? What have you lost? Have you lost like a few pounds?
I haven't even checked. I haven't. But Hakirat with a A1 tip-top first-class dunk. Okay, sir. So, Dan Vance Pizza says, were your parents disappointed when you came out of the locker? It was, yes, they are. And Sarah Higdon, she say, I miss bullying Siraj on Twitter.
It's kind
Actually,
of
Jay, I keep thinking, oh, what kind of segments am I going to get out of this episode? I can't think of a single thing because there's nothing that I've said or that I'm like, that's a very good point. I'm completely out of the loop. I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know why we're doing a show tonight. I should have just been gone. I should have been off the grid for the entire month and then come back after a month. Looking like a completely different person, like completely rejuvenated. And then you watch as I slowly or actually quickly slink into depression.
Right back into it. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. So
do you think you would be on time or would you be late?
Actually,
like,
Jay,
would it be a new?
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh no, just go ahead. I mean, like, I'm using this time to like focus on like getting better.
Oh, there you go.
But I know that as soon as I get back into this, it's all going to go downhill. Maddie Henriksen says, I'm really loving a mentally and emotionally healthy Siraj. You look really good, Siraj. We've missed you, Siraj. Thank you, Maddie. But I mean, I say this playing with clay poop. And I've been playing with it this entire episode, Jay. That's how you know I haven't been picking at my beard, because I can't stop playing with clay poop. Where's Ern? Before we get to Ern, and I'll get him in just a moment. We really have.
Oh, good, he's here.
Yeah, he's here. Why do you think he's not here?
Well, because you went to DC, so I thought maybe
I dropped some of the clay poop.
Are you still in DC?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here through Passover and then back to Florida, but I'll be back up pretty soon. Probably for
how much has it really shown that you love Florida compared to DC that you went back?
Oh, dude, it's crazy. I mean, like, getting back here was just so depressing because just everything about the weather is awful. The traffic, just like the overall vibe. Like, despite the fact that people are like, "Oh, it's so good to see you, Siraj," and like you look so healthy. Like this week has been a wreck.
And what's really hilarious? What was really last week? So last week we were supposed to just not have the live episode and do the locals episode on Thursday, and because he was going to travel.
Yeah, I was going to be driving
on Wednesday morning.
Yeah,
on Wednesday morning.
Yeah, like when it was Wednesday evening. Wednesday evening.
Yes, and Thursday morning came, and Siraj was like, "Good morning, Habibi," and he just sends me this meme. And it says, and it's what is that? It's a famous comic. Fuck, it's the kid with the
Calvin
tiger.
And Hobbes. Calvin.
Yes,
and Hobbes.
It's a Calvin and Hobbes. So Calvin's mom comes in and it's like, "It's getting late. How good is how's your math homework going?" He's like, "Great, I just started."
I almost started.
And it's like 3 p.m. my time, Thursday.
I'm like, this is my current status.
This is how good I'm doing. And then it goes, and then he finally tweets, it texts me. He's like, "Okay, I'm on my way now, and I'm gonna get there at 4:00 in the morning. Fuck me. Oh my God, poor me. Look at what happened. I don't do this to myself."
I don't. I clearly don't do this to myself.
It was too good.
Yeah, so that's why no episode happened last week, is because I'm a boomer and I can't get anything done. I can't even get to DC in a timely manner. Sarah Higdon says, "Don't let Siraj lie. He knows what's going on from Rumble videos." That's only partially true. Dan Wants Pizza says, "Self-care Siraj is somehow lamer than normal Siraj." This is true. Hank Helbibi says, "Siraj and Jay, good host, crazy host." Who's the good host? Who's the crazy host?
I have no idea. I wonder.
Fuzzy says, "Well then, Fuzzy is going to jump off the highest building in DC now. Thanks, Siraj." What you mean? Are you talking about Bill Clinton's penis building?
Penis building.
Penis building. Philip Maz says, "Where's the best place to live in DC area? I might be moving there in a couple months for a job." Phil, you know where the best place to live in DC is? Florida. Live in Florida.
That's
Justin
the best.
Says, "I like how Siraj plays off the poop as play." Yeah. Tastes delicious. Smells delicious too.
Tastes delicious. Smells delicious.
So there is one thing that I have to do here, Jay, and I'm very, very excited for this because now we might get a little bit of it might get a little bit crazy. Oh God, we've entered.
Here we go.
Yeah. All right. So this is a segment that we actually wanted to do because this is one of the things where, Jay, if you're on Rumble, if you've ever seen the comments we get on Rumble, they're truly a work of art.
They're amazing. And we love them all. Like, literally, we
dearly.
Love
we
them.
Have our biggest following ever is on Rumble.
It is.
Like we are now sitting at 15,000 subs, which is nothing to bat an eye out. Which is why we continue to push.
We appreciate it.
We continue to push. Obviously, Jay, push. We're pushing. Yeah,
we push that content out.
We are pushing that content out.
If you want a visual representation of the Habibi Power Hour content, it's that right there.
Yeah. Have a good night, Stacy. Love you, and hope you we will continue to spread the news about your GoFundMe, and inshallah, we'll get you that new heart. Okay. but she's leaving at the best part of the show. So don't leave just yet, Stacy. Okay, this is the best part of the show. You know, clear. Obviously, Stacy, your heart can take just a little bit longer in watching our show. Okay, so let's try the very first comment. All right. I don't know if you could see that. Is that too? Should I zoom in a little bit?
No, it's perfect. It was perfect where it was. What are you doing?
God.
Holy shit, dude.
All right. So the first comment, if you could read it, great. If not, tough titty. But Sadie N-word. Oh my God.
This is so good. Oh my God, that is such a good thing. I just realized that. Holy shit. And I like how it's taking us, like, we have to read it out loud in order to actually get it.
God. I didn't even know that. Amazing. Oh my God.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
That's
that's so good.
Yeah, we're canceled. So
that's so good.
Sadie M-word says, why does the guy on the left look so white but speaks so much like a man who poos on the street? And then plays with it as a stress relief tool.
Right. Now, is he saying the right like you or the right me?
The guy on the left, meaning...
Oh, the guy on
me.
the left. I thought he said guy on the right. Yeah, it's you. It is you. Yeah. And I hope, and Sadie Inward, I hope you are watching right now him actually play with poop.
Yeah, I'm actually playing with poop. Okay, so that's the first comment that we've gotten. But of course, that is when I am saying to say the N-word. Why does the guy on the left look so white but speaks so much like a man who poos on the street? I don't know. Let us go to the next one, sir.
These are very in-depth thoughts. They're very in-depth.
Jay, it looks like this is directed at you, so you want to read this one?
Lightning tree band. Ass licking. I'm out, you disgusting shit mouth.
Apparently the folks at Rumble, the audience of Rumble have very high standards, and they really draw the line at ass licking.
That's where they draw the line.
That's where they draw the line.
I mean, hey. It's not for everybody, and apparently
it's not. It's really not. It's
not for him. Which I feel bad for his girlfriend or wife.
Yeah. So this is on the video. This is specifically on the CNN Plus cold open.
Right.
On the last episode we did. Andy Man says, how can I block your content? Muslim manimals, the death cult, Islam, and their criminal pedo founder, Muhammad. The criminal are of no interest to me.
The criminal.
Thank you.
Of no interest.
Of no interest. I mean, if he had watched, Jay, if only he watched if he only watched the cold open for this show, this episode.
Oh, I know, right? It's so amazing because we say like Assalamu alaikum, and then they're like, oh my God, you Muslim filth. They don't even watch the whole thing. They don't watch it. I mean, we probably have bigger fatwas on our head than Larry David. I fucking love this still you got.
So this one is also from our CNN Plus cold open. And we actually got a comment in the chat this today when we were first starting off. So I'll read this one. Jay, you want to get this one first, and I'll read the chat.
Yes. Chris Ola 143 says his show sucks shit.
I feel like they were trying to say this show sucks shit because Hoside on Rumble on the chat says Salty Cracker is on. This shit sucks. So there's that.
This show sucks shit. Well, we eat ass.
Oppenheimer Ranch Project says this channel is one of the worst in history. I can't remember what video that was on, but yeah.
I can't remember what it's on it either. But hey, Look at us. We're making history.
Look at us. History, Jay. History.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
All right. And then Andy Man is back. Oh, we got more Andy Man.
Andy Man.
You wanna read this one?
What the actual fuck? Did you use an Islamic greeting? Islam? The death cult, which has slaughtered over 1 billion innocent people in just 1,300 years. The death cult, which has resulted in 10 million Muslims being slaughtered by other Muslims just since 1950, the Great Schism. The death cult, founded by one of the greatest criminals in human history, Muhammad the criminal. And you are taking the piss? Yeah, you piece of fucking shit. I am taking the piss. Just like I piss in your mom's ass. Inshallah. Alhamdulillah.
And then our final one. This is from True Grass Boy. This is on the CNN Plus. He says, I only clicked on this video so I could give it a thumbs down. Shame on you for having anything to do with this CCN lying piece of shit. I hope you had more class than that. So
I only came onto this video, didn't even watch it to see what it was about, knowing that we were making fun and parodying CNN, but they went ahead and wanted to give it a thumbs down. Yes. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Damon Toll says the great Chisholm.
Damn straight.
So there you go. So there you have it. That's going
to be a new segment that we have going on with you Habibis and with the Rumble BBs.
I just want to lead this up and just give you guys
an idea of what we look at.
Yeah. Look at Spencer trying to get all cute and wave at everyone. You're basically seeing everything I see.
You know what's really great is that we're witnessing.
I gotta close out the porn tab. Excuse me.
Good. Hentai is probably what will get you banned. But it's great that we get to witness and watch Spencer grow his student loan debt because we all know like he's not going to go anywhere in life. That's not going to happen. He's going to be a fired intern from a Rumble show.
Yeah.
And what aren't you already like $45,000 in student loan debt?
Yeah. I mean, seriously, why are you working for us? This dude needs to get a real job.
Yes. Flipping burgers. That's a real job.
All right. So Jay, bring Spencer in here. I'm going to go earn. It's earn time. Because you guys have put up with, obviously our bullshit for way too long. You deserve some earn. I'll be right back.
Go get some earn.
Who boomered it and changed it?
Whoa, why does it say M time? I want earn time.
I got it. I got you. Boomer. Boomer alert.
Boomer alert. Did you get better internet yet or not yet? You still use the college Wi-Fi?
It is what it is.
Well, can't you hardwire it in at least?
I think I could if I wanted to, but my laptop doesn't have a port.
Ethernet port?
Hi, Mary.
It doesn't have an Ethernet port?
It doesn't have an Ethernet port.
Jesus
I have to get
Christ.
the adapter for it, and I don't want to spend $150 to Apple.
Oh, you got an Apple computer. That's why you're a fucking idiot. Getting Apple laptops is like a waste of money. It's literally a waste of money. And that's really true. College Wi-Fi sucks ass. It really does. No matter where you are.
Jay,
but if you could have hardwired in, it would be a little bit better.
I'm pretty sure. Jay, I think it's an all pro. I think you should go in the Hall of Fame of ass eating. We know college Wi-Fi is terrible.
It is, but it's not as good as how I suck ass. It is not better than that. Have you gotten into any? Have you rushed for any fraternities?
I am in one. We're growing right now, so still small. But
you're already in one. What?
Did he just leave?
He did.
I was letting earn. I was letting the big earn screen.
That's okay. Here we go. Now you guys go ahead and talk.
So we were talking about
I'm not doxing my fraternity here. I'm not doxing my fraternity here.
Okay, don't dox your fraternity, but is it like if it allowed you to join, it's got to be like really shit.
We're growing brand here, so gotta represent.
Oh, you are. So are you guys like trying to throw biggest frat parties and stuff. Like, because this could be your college experience could be like one of those crappy coming of age movies.
Those movies always suck though, because they're always with actors who are like 38 playing 22-year-olds.
Ernie, I don't hold on. I just would like to stipulate to Ernie, I don't think you want to be licking my clay poop hands.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a dog. I'm pretty sure he's fine with it. It's secretly his college jihad organization. The frat title is just a cover. Could be. Could be, guys. Could be. I got radicalized when I went to college.
He's brushing Alpha Sigma Sigma.
Ass. I love it. That's so good.
We should actually form that
fraternity.
Whoa. Prison Mitch says, I've never seen a gayer pic of Siraj than that. What was the pic? Oh, don't lick the poop hands. What is the pic? This? I mean, yeah, I do look kind of gay, Jay. Let's be honest.
You do.
Anyways, we got like a few more minutes left. Let's get to our favorite segment of Ask Us Anything. We go ahead and ask us literally any question.
Sarah Higdon, but Jay, you went to college in Lebanon. So I went to college in Lebanon. I did a stint in Oklahoma State University. And also I went to culinary school in Dubai. That was fun. It was hospitality culinary school.
Wait, where'd you go to college?
Lebanon, Oklahoma, and culinary school. So
Dreamy Bongo says, if I stick my ear up to Siraj's butthole, will I hear ocean waves?
Oh, yeah. You would. It's really soothing. It
actually
is really
my
soothing.
butthole whistles.
And then we got Josh coming in and says, Jay also spent time at Guantanamo U. Guantanamo. How do you say it?
Guantanamo U over on Rumble.
Guantanamo. Guantanamo U. Oh, he dropped the gay pic in the DMs. Which DM?
Oh, he did. Well, I don't have access to Twitter at the moment, Jay.
Well, I'll check it. I'll let you know how gay it is. I'm gonna check it out.
I would like to know.
Let's see.
Was it in really, yes. The Habibis only missed Ernie and not either of us, which I get.
Oh, okay. So it's you. Yeah, you kind of look fucking gay here.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah, you're pretty gay over here. Like that's pretty gay.
That makes sense. Gay. I'd like to defer to the chat on whether they think that looks gay. Maddie Heinrich says, when's Habibi Khan? Faye and I would like to know. And what we're doing at what, 9/11?
Yeah, so it's going to be the weekend.
All 19 of us. All 19 of us, yeah.
All 19 of us. It's going to be 9, 10, and 9/11 that weekend. It's going to be a Saturday, Sunday, and we're looking. Hopefully soon we're going to be making an announcement on locals. So if you guys join us on locals, you're going to see the invitation there to be able to book the hotel we're going to be staying at. And of course we're going to make the announcement for everybody to join us and everything, but local subscribers are going to get a couple of perks that are going to come out of it compared to others. So it's going to be a session on how to eat ass with Jacob. No, I'm joking, but it's going to be it's going to be great.
And Jay, you know who's going to be there, right? Ernie's going to be
Sheikh Ern is going to be there.
Ern.
Yes, he is.
So you actually get to meet the urn and see how gay I look with him.
Pretty gay. I'm not gonna lie.
Which is very actually.
I mean, the dog is a little bitty. He's a.
I mean, he can make the biggest man look gay, and right now my hair is looking extremely gay. But yes, go ahead. Ask us anything. Cross Rumble, cross YouTube,
cross everything.
Jay's mother Mary says he did win the Middle East competition for making authentic traditional Lebanese stuffed zucchini.
I did, and I was going to be able to go out to France for 6 months under apprenticeship, but I didn't do it. So, thanks for bringing up that memory, Mom.
Ernie just opened the door to get out of here. Josh G says Siraj looks so gay. Stephanie decided he was hot.
That's so good. Oh God, that's hilarious.
Beard is looking a little bit uneven though. Maybe I should start picking it. Damon Toll says, do Habibi Khan at the DeSantis governor's mansion.
We should try to do something like that. I'll reach out to a couple of people. Why the fuck not? I mean, you can only ask, right? Can only ask. So Danielle C. Seriously, I'm expected to spend 9/11 with Jay. Yes. But it's not just with me.
Whoa. Why does Jay get all the credit?
It's also with Earn. It's also with Earn. So it's what's really good. Jay's college
and
team with
clay poop. Anyone who
teams.
joins can get to play with the clay poop with me.
You get to play with Siraj's clay poop.
Yes.
That's what's great about this.
You get to push it specifically.
You get to push.
And then we get to blow out Jay's back together. Fuzzy has a question for Jay. Fuzzy, Jay, you want to go ahead and ask that?
Fuzzy, and I'm gonna do it in Fuzzy's voice. Fuzzy
Jay, has a voice.
In Moon Knight, we have Mark Spector and Stephen Grant. If you were in the show, obviously what personality would be foul-mouthed, alcoholic, seated, peeing little guy? What would the other be? Your mom's lover.
I just love how Fuzzy tries to come off like he sounds like he's the dude talking about remember he played that clip how he's eating ass.
Yeah, well he played the voice yes, he played a recording of ways and how to eat ass, and it was absolutely fucking golden. Like, it's so good, and it was perfect. He did it on one of my live Twitch streams.
Oh yeah, I think I was on that with you.
You were. I'm surprised I didn't get it.
Thank you for the super chat. Says no, you can't have Habibi Khan at the governor's mansion. Sorry, man. Well, we're gonna.
Oh God damn it! He was going to be one of the two people I was going to DM about it.
You could DM him. I'm gonna text him.
Well, I can text him too.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can, because we're in the same fucking texting group, you fucking asshole.
Ernie, where'd you go?
Dan wants pizza. Hey, Jay, flying the weekend of 9/11, a little on the nose, isn't it? Well, that's the whole point. But it's going to be 9/10, 9/11, then I'll probably fly out that Monday, 9/12. But so we can get like completely and utterly fucking trashed. I want arak, I want fucking Lebanese wine. I want to get fucked up on that Sunday, and that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna
I think this pose
see Allah together.
Jay, I think this pose makes me look slightly gayer.
Well, of course. I mean, if you're
it's like I'm poking my ass out.
Yes, because
Prison Mitch asked if my lung is okay.
Is it?
I don't know. Jay, you tell me.
I don't know what this is referencing.
I think there's a New York Post article in which I was featured. Do you have it? Maybe Spencer has it. I think Spencer has it. We'll be able to find out. Well, just stare into Ernie's eyes. Ernie, don't step into clay poop, okay? Ernie. Look.
Just try not to. Try not
He's
to.
like, man,
Oh,
Russ
yeah.
ice cube after long while masturbating too hard.
That is so good. That is so good.
I feel like that photo is slightly gayer of me. What do I know? I'm playing with slate poop.
It's slightly gayer. I mean, the gayest one I think is the one that you had on Locals.
That's pretty gay too.
That was.
Why does
really
anyone
gay.
ever think I'm? I don't even know. I mean, I totally get why people think I'm gay. I mean, just look at me. I'm holding urn.
But I feel like that's kind of homophobic. Like you're insulting gay people by thinking that you're gay.
Oh, because I bring the quality of gay people down.
Right. Like it's very. I think it's very homophobic.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think so.
So, Habibis, we didn't get to cover everything we wanted to, but hopefully we got to as much as we possibly could. If you really like and want to support us, go ahead and hit us up on Locals. Use the promo code JenRubin69. It's in the link in the description. Spencer, who could easily just pop in here and say this to our faces, writes in the comments, says, "Whoa, Siraj, you're going to get killed for saying gay in Florida." Well, guess what, bitch? I'm in DC right now. And that's right. I didn't call you and tell you I was in DC because I'm not seeing anybody. I'm literally not doing a single thing that's social. I am only here for Passover. And so, Habibis, whoa. Fuzzy says, Siraj, who do you have taking the Champions League this year? Bayern Munich.
Absolutely.
Bayern Munich is totally taking it all.
They're
Fuzzy?
they're taking it. 100%.
They're taking it. Up
Say
the
hi.
ass.
Yes.
Up the ass. Yeah. So Habibis, everybody who's watching, hope you have a happy Easter, happy Passover, and
Inshallah. Anyone fasting?
Be
Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan
To all the
Kareem.
Habibis, literally all of them converging on one like weekend / month. When Eid is on the same weekend as Easter and Passover, that's going to be truly lit. It's going to be lit, Jay.
It's going to be insane. We're going to see all of this people coming together, Jews, Muslims, Jesus. Yeah. That's when the Antichrist comes out.
Oh, I was just going to say Arafat, but okay, whatever.
Either one. We'll see. We'll see which one comes first.
We'll see. Okay. Well, either way, Habibis, I've been Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
And thank you to Spencer Sachs, our producer. Thank you to Ben Morrissey, our list turn. Thank you to you, Jay, for obviously eating my ass and really doing
Absolutely.
a good job.
You're welcome.
That's always been great. But also running the list account and taking the reins on this. So I appreciate it.
No, that's
in the meantime, Habibis, you can find me not doing a damn thing because I'm off Twitter for the month of Ramadan. You can find Jay on Twitter at Asslickin. Ernie is that hard to earn, but he's also doing a Twitter fast with me. And we'll see you guys next time. Habibi Power Hour. Peace and masalama.